Yan, for Prophet and Gen Ed. Yun po yun. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. Okay guys, so I hope yung mga Team Supremo andito lahat sa wala lahat. Although marami sa Team Supremo is mga how do you call that? Mga team replay. Okay, so 10 o'clock. So once again, before we start, this is Choreography. It's a free let review hub. So we have daily mock boards sa FB. So all you have to do is send me a message and then I will send you the link ng group chat kasi naka-privatize na yon. Okay? Wow. Privatization. Yan. And then, meron pa tayong YT channel. Okay? So, kahit pa paano, marami na tayong videos doon. Okay? So, worth it na panoorin yung mga yon. Kasi, accordingly, sa mga nag-take nung November, ang daming lumabas from those videos. Alright? So, let's start. Yan. So, once again, yung mga pala hindi nakakilala sa akin, my name is Miss Karen Faye. Okay? Yan. Social Science major. Okay, so let's start. Social Science major. Okay. So, binibigay ko pala tong PPT na to kaya marami akong mga paek-ek. Ayan, so recall round muna tayo. Yan, ito yung naaral natin nung pre-board, um, pre-qualifying test 7. Okay, so nasa pre-board 1 na tayo. Okay, so let's start. A social science teacher presents a real community issue and asks students to gather data, interview residents, and propose solutions. While teaching, which teaching approach is used? Okay, so gold ba, problem-based, or white, lecture-based? Okay, so sabihin nyo lang kung gold or white. Okay, so a social science teacher presents a real community issue and ask students to gather data, interview residents, and propose solutions. Okay, which teaching approach is used? Gold na problem-based or white lecture-based? Okay. Yan. Haba. Yan. Good evening. Good evening po mga Team Supremo din. Nandito sila. Yan, okay. Gold, 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 gold. Tapos, sa Team Supremo naman, sabi nila problem-based. And let's see, of course, you are right, 'di ba? So, paulit-ulit lang yung mga to kahit hindi yung mga it's not about it's not about teaching approaches or whatever. Pag nakita nyo yung yung nakita nyo dyan, yung real community issue, mga solution, yung mga ganun. Hanapin nyo yung problem-based, okay, na root word. Okay, ganyan. So, pwedeng problem-based learning, pwedeng ganyan. Problem-based teaching, problem-based instruction, yung mga ganyan. Okay? Okay. In problem-based learning, what do you call the resource, such as a case scenario, news article, or video, that stimulates and introduces the problem and initiates students' inquiry? Okay, is it gold na triggers or white scaffolds? Okay, so last time maraming lumigwak dito kasi bago. Okay? Ako din, hindi ko rin naman alam to dati. Alright? So, nabasa ko lang to while I was researching. Okay? So, ano yung tawag dito? Gold triggers or white scaffolds? Okay? So, sa mga bago dito, mahilig pa akong maglagay ng mga bago kasi alam ko na mas marami pa ring bago ang lalabas. Okay? Kesa sa mga naaral natin. Okay? Yan. Okay, triggers, triggers, sabi nila, triggers, may sumagot na, scaffolds, okay, ayan, tignan natin, may gold, gold, okay, okay, so let's reveal the answer, okay, total ano naman to, recall round naman to, okay, so yes, it's triggers, okay, yan, pero maganda talaga yung scaffolds, no, na distractor, 'di ba? Pero pwede niyo tingnan yung sabi niya stimulates. Ano ba yung nakaka-stimulate? Okay, 'di ba? So of course, it's very synonymous to trigger, 'di ba? Ang scaffold is something to help you with. Ganyan, okay? Scaffolding, 'di ba? Ganyan. Okay? Okay, recall round 3. Tang tang tang. Which type of reasoning starts with an observation and then forms the most likely explanation? Okay, is it gold na abductive or white deductive? Which type of reasoning starts with an observation and then forms the most likely explanation? Okay, is it gold, abductive, or white deductive? Yan. So, hindi ito yung tanong ko last time. Okay? Pero isinama ko to sa options. Yan. So, alam natin at proven na yon na yung mga options last time would be the answer the next. Okay? Yan. So, kailangan nating aralin. Okay? So, ano yung ating sagot? Ano yung ating sagot? Team Suprema. Okay? Team TikTok. Aba. Okay, so madami dito ang hindi nanood last time. Ano? Okay. So ang sagot dito ay, sige nga, tanungin ko kayo, ano ba yung deductive? Ano ba yung deductive? Ano ba yung deductive? From general to, ano po yon? From general to, yung deductive. Yan. Kasi sanay lang kasi tayo sa deductive at saka, bigla nakalimutan ko yung isa. Yung deductive is general to specific, 'di ba? Tapos specific to general is ano na 'yun, nakalimutan ko. Ano na 'yun? Ano na 'yun yung ano? Ayan, inductive. Okay, sorry. Yes. Okay, yes. So, sanay lang tayo sa deductive at saka inductive, di ba? Yan. Pero ang tinatanong nito is, which type of reasoning starts with an observation and then forms the most likely explanation? Okay, for example nito, sabi niya, uy, oh, basa yung daan na. Tapos, ano ba yung pwedeng likely explanation nun? Umulan kahapon. Yon yung ganon. Is it deductive ba? Is it deductive? No, it is abductive. Okay? It is abductive. Yan. So, lagi nating tandaan, deductive is specific, general to specific, inductive is specific to general, abductive is yung kung ano yung most likely na explanation niya. Okay? Alright. Next, who is credited with formally proposing and popularizing the heuristic approach in teaching? Okay, so naturo ko na to, okay? Gold ba na George Polya or white George Jungle? Okay? So, who is credited with formally proposing and popularizing the heuristic approach in teaching? Okay, is it gold na George Polya or white George Jungle? Okay. Yan. Ano yung sagot natin sa recall round? Si Polya or si Jungle? Okay, heuristic. Si Polya or si Jungle? Yan, very good Team Supremo. Yan. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so let's reveal. Okay? So, manood kasi kayo ng ano, kung hindi kayo naka-enroll sa ating social science majorship, meron naman po tayong free. Okay? Every Saturday pa din at 10 p.m. Okay? So, sayang din yon. Okay? So, the answer there is si George Polya. Okay? So, linaro ko lang yung George Jungle kasi yun yung George of the Jungle na movie. Yan. Okay? So, that is the answer. Okay, yan. Kaya tumatama ang Team Supremo. Kasi naka-enroll sila. Ay, Char. Okay, good job. Okay, it's okay. Kung hindi nyo nakuha yan, okay lang. Okay? Meron at meron pa rin naman tayong pagkakataon. At saka, at least malaman na natin dito. Di po ba? Yan. Okay, so pag hindi po kayo naka-enroll pa sa akin, mag-enroll na po kayo, 249 lang. Okay, may weekly bonus quiz na kayo, may weekly pa na main quiz, meron pa kayong PDF, makukuha nyo to, yung PDF na to. Yan, okay? At saka recorded video, syempre, if na-miss nyo. Okay? Alright, so ito naman. Which concept best explains why large urban centers tend to develop along coastlines and major rivers? Okay. Is it site and situation or environmental determinism? Okay? Determinism. Okay? So is it SS, site and situation, or ED, environmental determinism? Okay? So which concept best explains why large urban centers tend to develop along coastline and major rivers? Okay? So 'di ba sabi nga nila, usually yung start ng civilization is along rivers. Yan. So ano nga ba yung rason? Environmental determinism ba or site and situation? Okay. Okay, very good Team Supremo sa ating FB. Yan. Yan. Ano yung sagot nyo dyan? Okay, may sumasagot sa white. White, may sumasagot ng site and situation. May sumasagot ng gold. Okay. So, dito P is, okay. So, ang question ko dito, ano dyan yung sabi nila na kung ano yung klase ng pamumuhay ng mga tao sa isang place is determined by, ayoko nang gamitin yung word na, is determined ng kanilang habitat. Ganon. Asan dyan yon? Is it ED or site and situation? Yan. So, for example, your culture is determined by the place you are living at. Okay, is it ED? Is it ED? Okay, is it ED? Yes or no lang sagot nun. Is it ED? Is it environmental determinism? Yan. Kasi gusto ko kayo mag-isip. Yan, gusto ko kayong mag-isip. No pala yon. Okay. Yes, yun. Environmental determinism. Kasi ito din yung yung mga sagot ng iba dati. Okay, nabudol din sila dito. Okay? Yung environmental determinism, ang meaning nun is yung kung ano yung culture, kung ano yung klase ng pamumuhay, even behavior, attitude, yung mga ganon is nadidetermine dun sa environment nila, sa klase ng environment. Okay, for example, dito sa Baguio, 'di ba? Mahilig kaming magdala ng jacket, ganyan kahit mainit, 'di ba? Kasi biglang papalit yung yung lalabas ka ang init tapos pagdating mo sa town bigla ang ginaw, okay? So that is environmental determinism. That is why hindi environmental determinism ang sagot dito. Ang sagot dito is yung site and situation, 'di ba? Kasi sabi niya, why large urban centers tend to develop along coastline? Bakit? Kasi yung site, okay? Yung place, okay? Yan. Hindi, we are not talking about sa environmental determinism, okay? And then yung situation, okay? Yung situation ng place na yon, okay? Yan, ganyan, malamig ba yung klima, yung mga ganun, okay? Alright? Yan, site and situation ang sagot. Okay, so dahil pre-board test 1 tayo, soksay shuffle na tayo. Okay, ganyan. Usually kasi linalagyan ko ng kung saan nakafocus yung ating quiz. Okay, pero isoksay shuffle natin ngayon. Okay, yan. Kasi marami akong nakitang new concepts dito. Okay, yan. Which type of tax is imposed as a fixed proportion of the value of the property with respect to which the tax is assessed? Okay? A, specific tax. B, progressive tax. C, regressive tax. And D, ad valorem tax. Okay. So which type of tax is imposed as a fixed proportion of the value of the property with respect to which the tax is assessed? Yan. A, specific tax. B, progressive tax. C, regressive tax. And D, ad valorem tax. Okay, yan. Okay, so ano yung sagot nyo dyan? Yan. So basically, 'di ba, parang ang napaka medyo malalim yung pagka-English nung yung construction. Pero basically, ang tinatanong niya is fixed. Okay, fix yung tax na 'yon, okay? Yan. Yan. Fix yung tax na yon in relation to yung value ng property. Okay? Yan. So, may sumagot ng A. May sumagot ng D. Okay. Good job, Good job, Team Supremo. Yan. Ala, saan yung sagot ng iba? Mhm. Okay, so let's reveal. Yan. So the answer here, oh my, hindi ko ba nasag... okay, yan. So the answer here is ad valorem tax. Okay, so ad valorem is of course, it's a Greek word. It means according to value. Yan. Okay? Yan. So of course, gumawa rin ako ng ganito. Okay? So maraming klase ng types of taxes eh. Meron silang category. Okay? So unahin muna natin yung specific tax at saka ad valorem tax. Okay? So, itong specific tax at saka ad valorem tax, this is a type of tax according sa value. Okay? So, pag sinabi mong specific, okay, fixed amount na yon. Okay? Regardless kung ano yung presyo niya. Okay? Yan. So, for example, naglagay na rin ako ng example dito para pag nakita nyo yung PDF niya or pag pinapanood nyo ulit, then pwede nyong namnamin ba? Yan, binabasa nyo and namnamin. Yan, ganyan, okay? So, ang example nito is 10 pesos tax for every pack of cigarettes, okay? So, nagmahal man yung cigarette or hindi, or bumaba, okay, yun pa rin yung tax niya, okay? Yun yung meaning ng specific tax, which is kabaliktaran ng ad valorem tax na dependa yun sa value ng isang item, okay? Yan. Okay? So, ito namang progressive tax at saka regressive tax na ano natin to, na napapyawan natin dati. Okay? So, this is according dun sa rate ng tax. Okay? So, of course, ang progressive is progress. Ano ba yung progress? Umaakyat. Yan, ganyan. So, ibig sabihin, pag umaakyat yung income mo, nag-i-increase din yung tax mo, which is tama lang naman, di ba? Yan. Okay? Of course, and then yung, nakalimutan ko tuloy, yung progressive tax, okay, yan yung, of course, kabaliktaran ng progressive tax, okay, ganyan. Alright, okay, stock knowledge ulit tayo, okay? In pre-Spanish Philippine society, who were required to pay taxes or tributes to the rulers, okay? Yung mga rulers natin, yung mga datus, okay? Yan, is it red or ipon, okay? Nabasa ko to ha. Yan, so ang tawag noon doon is, ang oripon is slaves, okay? Yan. So, pwede, hindi ko nabasa kung ito yung parehas sa alipin, mga alipin. Pero, in this source, they call them oripon. Okay? Yan. Or timawa. Okay? So, in pre-Spanish Philippine society, who were required to pay taxes or tributes to the rulers. Okay? Oripon or slave. Oripon or blue, timawa. Okay? Ano yung sagot natin dyan? Sino yung nagbabayad? Ayun, Visayan term po ang oripon. Yan. Okay. Nakita ko nga na pwede daw oripon or uripon. Yan. Yan. So, anong meaning ng ng oripon, Ma'am Trace? Yan, in Visaya. Okay? Red. May sumagot ng red. May sumagot ng alila. Okay, okay, 'di ba? Oh, 'yan. So at least 'di ba 'yan yung maganda din, ano no, na may stock knowledge kayo. It's either dahil ang taga doon kayo or ganyan, 'di ba? So at least nakakatulong 'yan sa inyo. Right? Okay, so the answer here is okay. So okay, kahit pa paano mas marami sa sumagot sa Timawa. Okay, and the answer there is Timawa talaga. Okay, kasi syempre sila lang talaga yung nagbabayad ng tax daw dati, okay? Yan. Kasi ang Oripon, they have nothing naman to slave na nga sila 'di ba? So they have nothing to use to pay, 'di ba? Yan. So ang Timawa naman, okay? Ang tawag daw sa tax before was handog or handog, okay? Handog, yan. Alay. Parang ganun. And then the purpose of the taxation before was for protection. Okay, yan for protection. Okay. Sabi ni Sir Dave, Olipun is Tagalog. Really? Hindi ko alam na ano yan, na Tagalog yan. And Oripun is Bisaya. Okay, thank you for that. Okay? Yan. The first known system of taxation occurred in which ancient civilization? Okay? Yan. So, China or Egypt. Okay, so pinili ko talaga yung dalawang pinaka-ancient. Okay? Yan. So, the first known system of taxation occurred in which ancient civilization? Okay? China or Egypt? Yan. China or Egypt? Yan. Yan. Blue, blue, blue talaga. Very good. Yes. Egypt, Egypt. And, okay. Good job. Thank you. Okay. Wait lang ha. Painom lang ako ng water at ang bilis makadry ng, ang bilis makadry ng throat. Okay. Very good. Okay, good job. And the answer, of course, is yes, Egypt. Yes, okay, di ba? So, akala ko may mag-iisip ng ano, may sasagot ng China, which I will not blame you kasi, di ba, marami nga naman talagang first ang China. Pero, when it comes to this question, taxation is Egypt ang nauna. Okay. Number two, arrange the logical sequence of steps in constructing an index measurement. Okay? For example, determining degrees of political activism. Okay? Number one, kita nyo ba guys? Kita nyo ba? Alright, okay, one is index analysis. Two, select items to measure the variable. Three, examine relationships among indices. Alright, and number four is index validation. Okay? So, is it A, 2, 3, 4, and 1, B, 1, 2, 3, and 4, C, 4, 3, 2, and 1, or D, 3, 4, 1, and 2. Okay. Yan. So, habang pag-isipan nyo, basahin ko. Number one, index analysis. Number two, select items to measure the variable. Three, examine relationships among indices. Or four, index validation. Okay? So, may sumagot ng D, may sumagot ng A. Okay? And let's reveal. Alright? Okay, so the answer here is yes. Okay, the answer here is A. Okay? 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay? Pero intindihin muna natin kung ano yung index. Okay? Ano ba yung index? Okay? So, usually, ang minimeasure ng index is mga abstract. Okay? For example, sabi niya, degree of political activism. Diba? Hindi mo naman yan, may iskoran yan. Diba? Yan. Ano pa ba? Mga abstract. Interest in politics. Yung mga ganon. Ano pa ba? Performance in school, 'di ba? Hindi mo naman agad-agad 'yun malalagyan ng numerical representation, okay? And that is why gumagamit ng index measurement, okay? So i-explain natin isa-isa, okay? Yan, ganyan. So ito siya, okay? Bakit? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So, yes. So, yung number one, so ang sagot natin is letter A ha. Yan. So, ang number one is, of course, iselect mo yung item to measure. Okay? So, for example, yung sa ating ano kanina is political activism. Meaning, kung gaano ka-active ang isang tao when it comes to politics. Okay? So, mag-isip ka daw ng mga items to measure. Okay? Yan. Okay, so for example, sabi niya, did you vote? 'Di ba? Ito nga naman, 'di ba? Ito yung pwedeng maging question, okay? Para ma-represent niya, 'di ba? Yung political activism, bumoboto ka ba? Nag-attend ka ba ng rally, 'di ba? Ah nagsasign ka ba ng petition? Yan, 'di ba? Yun ang example. Okay. And then number two, examine relationship among indices. Okay, so dapat meron silang relationship. Yan. Okay? Dapat consistent sila. Okay? Hindi yung parang biglang akala mo related siya pero hindi pala. Okay? Ganyan. Okay? Kahit na it's about political activism pero hindi naman related doon. Okay? Yan. Okay, number three is index validation. Of course, kailangan mong i-validate. Okay? So, ito yung sabi niya, example. Okay? So, example ng validation, yung mga nakaka-high score ba dito sa ano, dito sa index na to is, talaga bang active sila?
Parang ganon. Okay. So, for example, kasi nagkamali ka sa number 2, yung examine relationship among indices. Okay. So, for example, ako, mahilig akong manood ng documentaries. Okay. Documentaries about politics, ganyan-ganyan. Yan. So, pwede kong isama yon, di ba? Sa items, di ba? Pero, sa totoo lang, kahit mataas ako doon, hindi naman talaga ako masyadong, hindi nga ako bumoboto eh. Hindi rin ako nagrarally, ayoko ng mga rally-rally, yung mga ganyan. Hindi rin ako masyadong pakialamero sa mga petition. Mahilig lang akong manood. Yun lang yung interest ko. Yan. Yan kaya nga 'di ba, sabi niya dapat may relationship yung mga questions mo, okay? And then of course, yun na, i-analyze mo na siya. I-add mo na yung mga scores. Yan. Okay? Yan, so basahin nyo na lang to, okay? Yan, ganyan. So I hope na intindihan nyo. Okay? Number 3. Which concept refers to the public withdrawal of support from individuals or institutions due to controversial actions or statements? Okay? Is it A, social conformity, B, cancel culture, C, political tolerance, or D, civil disobedience? Okay? So, inom muna ako. Public withdrawal of support. Nangyayari talaga to ngayon, okay? Yan. So parang to be honest, parang mas sumikat to sa ano sa mga artista, 'di ba? Yan. Pero ang term na to actually is very broad. Yan, okay? Yes, at nakikita ko naman na tamang-tama kayo. Okay? The answer there is cancel culture. Okay? So kahit hindi nyo naman alam, 'di ba? Matututo rin talaga tayo pag batak na tayo sa review, 'di ba? So sabi niya public withdrawal of support, meaning hindi mo na siya sinusuportahan, 'di ba? Yan. So hindi naman pwedeng social conformity, 'di ba? Kasi conformity is umaayon ka, 'di ba? Political tolerance is kahit anong mangyari nagtinitiis mo kung ano yung nangyayari sa politics. Ganon 'yan. Yan. Okay, and civil disobedience. Okay, ayaw mong sumunod, okay, sa batas, ganyan. Yan. So pwede mo silang i-cancel. Okay? And then you will come up surely dun sa tanong sa sagot na cancel culture, okay? So, lagyan ko lang ng konting background, okay? So, ang cancel culture hindi lang pala ngayon lang kasi umuso, 'di ba? Dahil sa mga artista, 'di ba? Pero ang cancel culture pala first na lumabas daw to nung sa isang movie, okay? New Jack City. Ganyan. And then naulit ito nung isa na namang uh, TV series, okay? Love and Hip Hop, okay? So, ang sabi daw niya is, you're canceled, sabi daw nung isang babae dun sa lalaki. Na ibig sabihin kasi nung at that time ng cancel culture is, i-delete mo yung isang tao sa buhay mo. Parang ganon, okay? Yan. 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 So, after that, nung dito sa episode na to na you're canceled, yan, lumaganap na yung term na cancel culture. Okay, yan. Wow, lumaganap. Okay? Yan. Number 4, according to Transparency International, what is identified as the main reason the Philippines has failed to achieve first world status? Okay, kung maka-status ako. A, lack of innovation and research. B, lack of natural resources. C, corruption. And D, poor governance and incompetent leaders. Okay, yan. So, according to Transparency International, okay, what is identified as the main reason the Philippines has failed to achieve first world status? Okay, lack of innovation and research. Letter B, lack of natural resources. C, corruption. Or D, poor governance. Okay, so ilagay nyo po yung number, please. Lagay nyo po yung number. Okay, so may sumagot ng C, may sumagot ng D. Okay. Okay, lagay nyo po yung number, guys. Yan, lagay nyo yung number. Huwag nyo kalimutang ilagay yung number. Okay? So, the answer there is C. Yes. Okay, naintindihan ko naman yung sumagot ng D, yung poor governance and incompetent leaders. Okay, pero sabi niya, main reason. Okay, and then sabi niya, Transparency International. Okay. So itong Transparency International, this is an organization, okay, na nagche-check ng abuse, okay, and corruption, okay, especially corruption, okay, ng mga state. Okay, yan. So kaya that is why the answer there is this is giving, 'di ba, yung word na Transparency International, okay? So accordingly, number 114th out of 180 in 2024 ang Pilipinas, okay, sa most corrupt. Okay, akala ko number 1. Okay, joke. Okay. Yan. Okay, ang sabi pala ni ng Transparency International, corruption is the abuse of entrusted power for private gain. Okay. Ito naman, stock knowledge ulit tayo. What practice breeds corruption and ineptitude? Ineptitude, okay? Is it political dynasties, red or blue bureaucratic inefficiency? Okay? So what practice breeds corruption and ineptitude? Okay? Political dynasties ba or bureaucratic inefficiency? So alam nyo naman kung ano yung bureaucratic, 'di ba? Yung meaning ng bureaucratic, yung fina-follow mo yung mga rules, very rigid. Okay? Yan. Mhm. Red, red, red. Red, red, red. Okay? How about Team Supremo? Okay? Lumipat na ba kayo dito sa TikTok? Okay, red, red, red. Okay, good job. Okay, good job. Yes, so bilisan natin ha. Yan, so of course, ang sagot niyan ay political dynasties. Okay, yan. So, hindi lang simpleng bureaucratic inefficiency. Okay? So, imagine nyo naman, di ba, kung ikaw yung mayor, tapos pamangkin mo yung governor, tapos meron vice mayor mo, tapos may mga pamangkin ka pa sa mga councilor, kamag-anak mo pa yung congressman. So parang walang check and balances, 'di ba? So talagang nagkakaroon ng corruption. 'Yan. Okay. Ang ineptitude pala is yung parang wala hindi mo ginagawa yung obligasyon mo, okay? Yan, especially uh, as being a government official. Okay, that's the meaning of it. Okay? Yan. Okay, ito lumalabas pala to ha. Ito. Lumalabas to. Which emotional factor na alala ko most strongly contributes to corruption among individuals in power? Okay? So hindi ito yung tanong, okay? Pero yung pagkatanong mismo, hindi to verbatim. Pero maalala ko na emotional factor and then corruption. Okay? So is it red na greed or blue fear? Okay, so which emotional factor most strongly contributes to corruption among individuals in power? Okay? Is it red na greed or blue fear? Mm-hmm. Okay? Red greed, sabi ni Ma'am Bella. Okay, di ba? Talagang, gusto niya yung sure na sure siya. Okay. Yan. Okay? Alright, so yes, of course, ang sagot niyan ay greed. Of course, yes, pagkagahaman, di ba? Bakit ang corruption, di ba, is yung kumukuha ka ng hindi naman sa'yo. Yon, 'di ba? Yan. So of course, greed, gahaman kasi. Yan, maraming taong ganyan. Okay. Number 5. For privileged communication, the researcher keeps blank of respondents under secrecy or anonymity. Okay, A. Data, okay? Ano ba yung what do you keep it as anonymous? Okay, is it A, data, B, answers, C, names, or D, evidences? Okay, for privileged communication, the researcher keeps blank of respondents under secrecy or anonymity. Okay, A, data, B, answers, C, names, or D, evidences. Okay, so alam naman natin, 'di ba? Parang pwede naman tong sagot na 'to eh. Pwede rin naman 'to eh, 'di ba? Pero hindi mo naman pwedeng awayin yung tanong. Yan na yung pagkatanong. So you choose the best answer. Bakit parang ang hyper ko ngayon? Eh wala pa naman din akong tulog. Okay? So ano yung sagot nyo? Gahaman sa pera ko, sabi ni Ma'am Pan. Katulad, "Uy, wala akong sinasabi ha. Uy, bahala kayo diyan." Okay, very good. Okay, may sumagot ng kakaiba, but that's okay. Okay? Yan. And the answer here is names. Okay. So, okay. So, pag sinabi mong anonymity, 'di ba? Ang talagang gusto mong itago doon is yung identity ng isang tao, 'di ba? Yan. And of course, ang number one, okay, number one when it comes to identity, ang number one noon na na you can use to identify a person is yung name niya, 'di ba? Yan. So, yung data is parang ano kasi siya very broad, okay? So, naintindihan ko yung sumagot na data, okay? Kasi data, it includes everything na name, address, yung mga ganyan, okay? Yeah, but the best answer for here in this question is yung name, okay? Yan. Okay. Number 6, which threatens the validity of research results, which threatens the validity of research results due to external events, okay, such as the decline in popularity of a senator accused of illegal drug involvement. Okay, yan. A, testing. B, maturation. C, history. And D, statistical regression. Okay? So, which threatens the validity of research results due to external events such as the decline in popularity of a senator accused of illegal drug involvement. A, testing. B, maturation. Or D, statistical regression. Okay, ang galing-galing nyo naman. You are so galing. Okay? Bilib ako sa inyo. Okay. Ito, same po ba yung social science and social studies? Okay. Nasagot ko na po yan ng maraming beses. Okay? Yan. Okay. Pero ang major talaga natin is social science. Okay? That is our field. Okay, yung social studies, it's a subject. Okay? Yan. So, yes, very good. Ang answer niyan ay history. Okay? History. Okay. So, isa-isahin natin. Okay? Yan, isa-isahin natin. Although, ang dito is wala yung statistical regression. Okay? Wala tong term na to. Okay? Pero you can surmise. Ano ba yung regress? Yung regress is bumababa. Okay? So, statistical regression means bumababa yung statistic. Okay? So, that could be a result. Okay? That could be a result of the decline in popularity. Okay? Yan. Yan yung result niya. Okay? Pero ang tinatanong is, ano yung concept na yon? Okay? So, ito siya. So, itong apat na to, history, maturation, instrumentation, at saka testing, ito ay threats to internal validity, okay? Pero ito ay single group studies lang, okay? Single lang, okay? Meron kasi yung multiple group, okay? Pero hindi ko na sinama dito, okay? Gagawin ko na lang siyang, infographic sa Monday, okay? Yan, so isa-isahin natin ha, para, okay? So, ang meaning ng history is, yan, parang yung kanina, yun yung sagot, di ba? Sabi niya, yung result ay ang result ay affected ng isang factor na hindi naman related. Okay? For example, sabi dun sa ano is, yung popularity niya ay bumagsak. Okay? Pero bakit? Bakit bumagsak? Kasi nga, nakasuhan siya. Okay? So, hindi naman yun related dapat sa political, political, how do you call that? Political, hindi siya directly related dapat, di ba? Pero, dahil doon, bumagsak yung kanyang popularity. Okay? Yan. So, meron siyang history. Yan. Ganyan. Okay? So, for example, ang isang example dito is na sinulat ko, aside from that is yung um, dahil na-stress, okay? Na-stress sila sa chismis na may layoff, okay? So, during yung post-test is mababa yung mababa yung kanilang score, okay? So hindi naman yan directly related, 'di ba? Yung baka magkakaroon ng layoff doon sa post-test, okay? So for example, ang directly related doon sa post-test is mahirap yung post-test, okay? That is directly related. Pero yung hindi directly related is yung may chismis na may layoff, okay? So that is history, okay? Maturation is mature, okay? Nagkaroon na lang ng natural growth. Okay, that is maturation. Okay, instrumentation, instrument. Okay, instrument or tools. Okay, yan. So sabi niya, results change because different tools or you can say different instrument, okay, are used to measure something. Okay, yan. So sabi niya, dito, for example, productivity is measured for 15 minutes in the pre-test, tapos 30 minutes in the post-test, di ba? So, magkaiba yung tools niya. Yan. So, magkakaroon yan ng threat to internal validity. Yan. So, hindi pwedeng hindi ma-measure yung tamang when it comes to the variables, okay? Yan, and of course yung testing, okay? Yan. So, ang sabi niya, ang testing niyan is participants score higher because they are already familiar with the test. Okay? So, nagkakaroon daw siya ng pre-test. Okay, yan. Sa testing. Okay, nagkakaroon daw siya ng pre-test. Kaya of course, pag alam mo na yung lalabas sa pre-test, of course, pwedeng mataas yung makukuha mo sa post-test. Okay? Yan. Okay, so let's apply yung ating naaral. Okay? Yan. Students in a study become better at typing after several weeks because their fingers become more coordinated with practice. Okay, is it red maturation or blue instrumentation? Okay, okay, grabe ng pagka-pronounce ko. Instrumentation. Okay, so students in a study become better at typing after several weeks because their fingers become more coordinated with practice. Okay, so maturation ba yan or instrumentation? Yan. Yan. Mhm. Ay, parang sobrang daldal ko. Okay, very good. Yes. Yes, so feeling ko naman, no, dahil nakuha nyo, feeling ko ang galing-galing kong nag-explain. Char! Okay, yes, for social science major po ito. Yes, Wednesday po yung ating Prof Ed Gen Ed, okay? Yan, okay, very good kayo dyan. So, nag-mature sila. Yes, so nagkaroon ng natural growth. Very good. Okay, kasi alam naman natin yung instrumentation is na bago lang yung tool. 'Di ba? Good job kayo dyan. Okay, ito naman. Which depicts instrumentation. Okay, yan. So, slowly ko nabasahin. Okay? Yan. Read. In the first test, students' reading speed is measured using a paper stopwatch. But in the final test, a digital timer is used, leading to more accurate and different results. Okay. Yan. Ang blue naman, participants remember questions from the first survey and prepare answers in advance for the post-test, resulting in higher scores. Yan. So, saan dyan, yung application ng instrumentation, yan. Is it red or blue? Okay. Red or blue? Red or blue? Okay, very good. Team Suprema? Yan, okay. And Team TikTok, very good din kayo. Okay, good job. So yes, of course, instrumentation is the red one, 'di ba? Na iba yung method or yung tool. Okay, paper stopwatch yung una, tapos digital timer nung pangalawa. Ito namang blue. Ano yung blue na to? Ano yung blue na to? Ano tong threat na to? Is it instrumentation, history, uh, testing? Ano ba yan? Ano yung blue? Mhm. Okay, okay. Lumalaban, lumalaban. Okay, good job. Yes. So, of course, it is. It is. Okay. Ay, ano ba yan? Yan, okay. It is testing. Okay, tama yon. Okay, correct kayo dyan. Okay, very good. Oh, ang dami niya ha. Puro kayo social science major. Oh, 120. Baka naman gusto nyo mag-enroll. Okay? So, marami kayong matututunan. Okay? Meron na kayong PDF. May weekly quiz kayo na 50 points. Imagine nyo, 50 points yon, hindi 30. Okay? Tapos, meron pa kayong bonus quiz. Yan. Tapos, pag na-miss nyo, may recorded video kayo. Yan. Yan. It's just 249. Okay? Yan. Yan si Ma'am Van. Yan si Ma'am Van. Naka-enroll sa akin yan. Yan. At saka may nag-take na mga November na yan, unang nagpa-enroll ako nung October, okay? And then may mga nag-enroll sa akin na nag-take nung November. Lahat po sila pumasa. Yan, okay? Hindi ko naman sinasabing ako napapasa noon, pero kahit paano nakatulong naman, okay? Okay. Marami daw lumabas eh. Yan, na natackle namin. Okay, number 7. When a single buyer dominates the market and has the power to influence prices or wages, the market structure is called A. Monopoly, B. Oligopoly, C. Perfect competition, and D. Monopsony. Okay, when a single buyer dominates the market and has the power to influence price or wages, the market structure is called A. Monopoly, B. Oligopoly, C. Perfect competition, and D. Monopsony. Okay? Yan. Okay. So, marami dito ang ano. Okay, basing sa mga sasagot natin, marami dito ang bago pa lang na nagre-review. And it's okay. Okay, okay lang yan. Nung bago nga din ako, hindi ko alam yung mga to eh. 'Di ba? Ang sagot ko nga dun sa animal ni Jose Rizal, sagot ko baka eh. 'Di ba? Okay? Pasensya na. Inom ako ng inom kasi. Okay? Alright, so sa sumagot ng letter A, okay lang po yan. Okay, kasi hindi naman kasi, hindi naman kasi uso yung word na monopsony, no? Yan. Okay, but for this answer, for this question, the answer is monopsony. Okay, single buyer. Okay, buyer. Kaya siya monopsony. Okay, yung monopoly is single seller. 'Di ba? Minomonopolize niyo yung market, meaning nag-isa lang siyang nagbebenta. Okay, yan. Okay, so linagay ko na lang dito kasi baka lalabas to, 'di ba? Hindi natin alam. Yan. Very common tong monopsony na lumalabas pero baka next time di natin alam sino ba yung nag-coin ng monopsony. Okay, so it's Joan Robinson. Okay, sa kanyang influential book na The Economics of Imperfect Competition. Okay, yan. Okay, so of course, dahil mahilig akong gumawa ng mga ganito, okay. So, isa-isahin natin, okay. So, ang monopoly is one seller, okay. Isa lang yung nag nagbebenta pero maraming bumibili. Okay? So, of course, yung seller na yon, 'di ba? Minamanipulate niya yung prices, okay? Oligopoly, okay? Alam natin yung oli is few. Kaya nga oligarchy is rule of the few. Okay, so oligopoly naman ay few sellers naman, konti pa rin, okay? Yan, dahil konti, pwede pa rin nilang mag-collude, they collude, okay? Meaning, they work in cahoots. Nagtumpok-tumpok sila, 'di ba? They work together para pwedeng i-manipulate nila yung mga prices, okay? Yan. Okay, ang perfect competition, okay? Perfect, alam na natin perfect. Yan. So, many sellers, many buyers, mga ganon, okay? So, of course, maganda nga naman yon, di ba? Para marami kang pagpipilian, yung mga ganon. Okay, and then, of course, yung sagot natin dyan na monopsony na one buyer. Okay, isa lang yung buyer, pero many, many sellers. Okay? Okay. Alright, stock knowledge ulit tayo. Okay, sana hindi kayo magsawa. Okay? Mas okay na magsawa kayo dito at dumugo yung ating ilong, okay, sa kagaganito. Okay, basta wag dumugo yung ilong natin sa actual. Okay, the term monopsony, okay, na first coined nga daw by Joan Robinson, 'di ba, kanina? The term monopsony comes from the Greek word monos. Mono meaning single, and opsonia meaning, is it red buyer or blue purchase? Okay? So is it red buyer or blue purchase? Okay. Salamat po sa ating pag-follow sa ating page. Yan. So, habang nag-iisip kayo, if you want to join our free mock boards, daily po yan, okay? I chunk into 30 points each, okay? Para pwede niyong ulit-ulitin, parang ganun, okay? So, you just send us a message sa ating Blue App, okay? FB, okay? Para ipasok, isend ko sa inyo yung link ng group chat para makapasok kayo doon. Okay? Aba, natapos, okay? Ay, i-free ko kasi itong 15 points na to. Okay, so pag nawala ako, okay, pag nawala ako kasi ano na daw, at hindi pa tayo naka-15, ire-relive ko siya. Okay? So, the answer here is, yes, okay, of course. The answer there is purchase. Okay? Very good. Okay. So, pwede talaga kayong mabudol sa single buyer kasi yun naman talaga ang monopsony, di ba? Yan, okay, but ang option niya is purchase, okay? Or purchase of fish. Okay, yun daw ang isang meaning nun. Okay, purchase or purchase of fish. Okay? Number 8, what does the acronym SONA stand for? Okay, A, State of the Nation Address, B, State of the National Assembly, C, Speech of Noynoy Aquino, and D, Status of the Nation Address. Okay, ay, hindi ko pala pinalitan. Ito kasi yung original na question. Tapos parang medyo na-off ako sa letter C. Pinalitan ko dun sa ano, pero hindi ko pala napalitan sa original question niya. Okay, so what does the acronym SONA stand for? Okay, so pag nawala tayo, ire-relive ko ha, kasi gusto kong i-free hanggang 15 na question. So, okay, so bumalik po kayo ha. Okay, ilagay nyo po yung number, guys. Hello, Coach Karen. Tambay here while gumagawa ng PPT sa Monday. Ay, hello, Sir John Clyde, Team Supremo. Yan. Kay High Rater yan. Okay, pumasa siya nung November. Anong ginagawa mo, anak? Anong PPT yan? Yan, galingan mo ha. Yan, yan. Sabi ni Sir Efren, please, kung gusto niyo maging LPT this March, sali na tayo sa amin sa Team Supremo. 'Di ba? Saan pa kayo? 'Di ba? Yung mga enrollee ko na yung nagtutulong talaga sa akin to market Team Supremo. Okay, maraming maraming po salamat. I am very actually very touched ako sa mga enrollees ko. Yan, okay? So, ang sagot niyan, paano po sumali? Message lang po kayo sa Blue App, okay? Sa FB, sa Gurography, and then sasagutin ko kayo mamaya, okay? So, of course, the answer there is, yan. Yes, you can join. Free naman po yung Gen Ed at saka Prof Ed. Kung social science majorship kayo, it's just 249. Okay? Alright, so the answer there is letter A. Okay, letter A. Yan. John Clyde, Discipline and Ideas in Applied Social Sciences. Oh my God! Turuan mo ako dyan, Sir John Clyde. Okay? Kailangan mo akong, okay. BSED. Ano pong major mo? Pero, and actually, nagtataka ako lagi. Pag may nagtatanong sila, BED po ako, pasok po ba yung Proped at saka Gen Ed? Parang hindi ko maintindihan, although iniintindi ko ba, pero bakit hindi nyo alam na lahat tayo, elementary man or secondary, lahat naman tayo mag-e-exam nung Prof Ed at saka Gen Ed. Yan. So, pwede po kayong sumali doon. Yan. Nagkakatalo lang tayo sa secondary na may major. Okay? Alright. Yes po. Ma'am Kate, pasok po kayo sa ating free. Okay? Pasok po kayo sa ating free na Gen Ed at saka Prof Ed. Okay? Ano bang inaantay nyo? Sabi ni Sir Efren. Okay. Yan. Alright, so, of course, yun. So, marami tayong mga question about SONA. Okay? Kasi pwedeng lumabas to. Okay. Who delivered the first State of the Nation address in the Philippines? Okay. Is it Emilio Aguinaldo or Manuel L. Quezon? Okay. Zeki, hi coach. Sorry late ka kasi sa GC. Ay, nako late. Okay. So, sino yung una? Emilio Aguinaldo or Manuel L. Quezon? Okay. So, pag nawala ako, balik ulit kayo ha, i-relive ko. Kasi hanggang 15 points yung ating free. Pero marami kasi tayong mga bonus question eh. Okay? So, the answer here is, yes, correct kayo dyan. Manuel L. Quezon. Okay? Yung kay Emilio Aguinaldo is yung, we term it that State of the Revolutionary Nation Address. Okay, yan. So kasi 'di ba, ang unang-unang inacknowledge okay ng America is yung kay Manuel L. Quezon, okay? Because he was voted Okay, he was elected. Okay, kaya doon nagsimula yung SONA na State of the Nation Address. Okay, yan. Kasi Emilio Aguinaldo kasi, siya mismo yung how do you call that? Nag, nagsabi na ako yung presidente. 'Di ba? Yan. Kaya, wala siyang SONA. Okay? Hindi na require ang SONA sa kanya. Okay? Ayan, oh, very good. Lumalabas din to, sabi ni Sir Efren, kauna-unahang nagsuot ng barong Tagalog. Okay? And that is of course, Magsaysay. Yan, yung lumalabas din po yan. Yung kauna-unahang nagsuot ng barong Tagalog. Okay? For Sona is Magsaysay. Very good, Sir Efren. Thank you so much. Okay? Which Philippine president delivered the most number of sonas? Okay? Pinakamadami daw. Rodrigo Duterte po ba or Ferdinand Marcos Senior? Okay? Yan. Blue up po tayo, Ma'am Kate. Blue up. FB, BF, okay? Gurography pa din po, okay? Gurography pa din po. Okay, so of course, pinakamadami is si, tama po kayo dyan, Ferdinand, parang nagpapaano, parang, yung boses ko parang bingo. Okay, so Ferdinand Marcos Sr., okay, so he gave 20 sonas, okay, imagine that. Alright, ito naman, which president delivered only one sona naman, kaisa-isang sona, okay, Sergio Osmeña po ba? Si SO? Wow. Or si EQ, Elpidio Quirino? Okay? So, which president delivered only one sona? Red, Sergio Osmeña, or blue, Elpidio Quirino? Okay? O, yan. Wow. Okay. Guys, ang dami na natin. Baka pwedeng paki-share or kahit paki-heart-heart man lang yung ating live, please. Para malaking tulong na rin po kasi sa akin to. Okay? Para masustain ko tong ating mga pa-free. Okay? So, of course, the answer there is Sergio Osmeña. Okay? Only. Okay? Pwede nyong only Osmeña. Okay? Only Osmeña. Okay? One sona. Osmeña. Oh. Okay. Which two officially recognized presidents did not deliver any sona? Okay, is it Emilio Aguinaldo and Jose P. Laurel or Emilio Aguinaldo and Ramon Magsaysay? Okay, which two officially recognized presidents did not deliver any SONA? Okay, Emilio Aguinaldo, given na yan. Okay, nasabi natin kanina na State of Revolutionary National Address yung kay Emilio Aguinaldo. Pero sino yung kasama niya? Si Jose P. Laurel or si Ramon Magsaysay? Okay, is it red or feeling ko lumipat na lahat yung mga Team Supremo ko, baby. Team Supremo baby ko sa dito sa ating. Okay? So puro kayo tama. Ang galing-galing nyo. 'Di ba? Yes, alam ko na may pinagugutan kayo sa sagot. Okay? Kasi, 'di ba? Si Jose P. Laurel ay siya? Known as what? Blank president. Blank starts with P. Okay? Ano 'yon? Yan. Okay, 'di ba? Kasi 'di ba sabi natin, ang nagbibigay ng SONA usually is kung ano yung na-recognize, okay? First of all ng American government, okay? Kaya pag na-recognize ng American government and they are elected by the people, okay, a president would be required to give a SONA, okay? And of course, you are very good. Yes. So puppet president siya, 'di ba? So hindi naman siya pinili 'di ba? I mean, pinili siya ng mga Japanese, okay? Linagay lang siya doon, but he was not elected. Okay? You are very very good. Okay? Number 9, the Magna Carta limited the power of the A. Parliament, B. Pope, C. Nobility, or D. King of England. Okay? The Magna Carta limited the power of the A. Parliament, B. Pope, C. Nobility, or D. King of England. Okay? So, lagi tong lumalabas. Yan, the Magna Carta. Okay? Pero paano-ano na to paikot-ikot lang. Yung minsan ang tanong ay the blank, okay? The blank, ano ba yun sabi niya? Baliktad tayo, hindi ko pala pwedeng sabihin para sagutin niyo muna yan, okay? So, na-limit yung nung rights nung blank dahil sa Magna Carta. Yon, ganun yung pagkatanong. So, ano yung sagot dito? Ilagay niyo yung number ha, please. Ilagay niyo po yung number. Yan. Ilagay niyo po yung number. Okay, para hindi tayo ma-RR. Okay, so of course, yes, ang galing-galing niyo ah. Yes, you are very good. Yes. So parang batak na ba kayo sa review, guys? Yan. So King of England. Okay, particularly si King John of England. Okay, ganyan. So ang actually, ang una daw dito, ang nag-initiate daw dito is yung nung nag-rebel, okay? Nag-rebellion yung mga barons niya. Okay, ganyan. Kaya nag-start yung Magna Carta. Okay? So hindi man siya very successful nung una, pero it started doon. Yan. So nalimit yung mga rights nung uh, King of England, okay? And it started with King John of England, okay? Yan. Okay. So the Magna Carta was also known as, okay, Great Charter or English Charter, okay? The Magna Carta was also known as, okay, red, Great Charter or blue, English Charter, okay? Yan. Okay. So natutuwa ako kasi marami akong linalagay ng mga bagong questions dito pero nakukuha nyo pa rin. Okay? Yan. May sumagot ng great, may sumagot ng red. Okay? So, of course, the answer there is Great Charter. Okay, tama po kayo yan. Okay? Yan. So, hindi kayo nabudol sa English Charter. Okay? Very good kayo dyan. Okay. Number 10. The Black Death was caused by A virus, B bacteria, C fungus, and D parasite. Okay, the Black Death was caused by A virus, B bacteria, C fungus, or D parasite. Okay. Yan. Ay, yan nawawala na yan. Okay. Okay. Yan. Okay, so ang sagot niya ay may sumagot ng B, may sumagot ng B, A, D. Okay, it's okay. B, lami ko to, akala ko parasite yun eh. Okay. Alright. Okay, so ang sagot natin ay, andito pala yung aking mga Team Supremo babies. Okay, yes, it's bacteria. Okay? So particularly yung Yersinia pestis. Okay, Yersinia pestis. Okay? So it's called Black Death kasi yung mga daw, yung mga affected daw naggagangrene, 'di ba? Alam naman natin 'di ba yung mga gangrene, yung umiitim pag nagagangrene ka yan. So umiitim, okay? Yan. Ito yung bacteria, okay, ay galing siya or na what do you call, na-transfer siya by through yung fleas. Okay, ew. Mga fleas of rats. Yan. Yan. Tapos pwede siyang papunta sa skunk, yung mga ganon. Okay? Yan. Nawawala. Okay? Yan. Alright. Number 11. Absolute monarchy reached its height in France under A. Louis XIV, B. Napoleon, C. Louis, ulit pala. Okay? So, Louis XIV and D. Louis XVI. Okay? Dapat Louis 12 yung letter A. Okay? Yan. Yan. Focus lang po ba kayo palagi sa Soksai Major? Kasi Soksai Major po ako. Hindi po. Okay, every Saturday po yung free natin sa Soksai. Okay, pero may free Macboard po tayo every day sa Gen Ed at saka Prof Ed. At saka may free live din pa tayo every Wednesday sa Prof Ed and Gen Ed. Okay? So, Sir Boss Rookie, baka gusto mong mag-enroll sa akin sa ating Team Supremo. Okay? Yan. Sa Soksay. Okay, it's just 249. Hula ko si, sabi. Hula mo ay tumama. Okay, yes. Yan, okay? So, absolute monarchy. Okay, so basically, bakit naging absolute? Kasi yung na-centralize yung bureaucracy. Ang galing nga ni Louis XIV eh. Okay, ang ginawa daw niya is, itinatag niya yung Palace of Versailles. Okay, tapos linagay niya doon yung mga officers niya, 'di ba? So parang doon namuhay, doon sila tumira. So syempre hindi na sila masyadong nangingialam, okay, kay kay King Louis of 14. So parang sa kanya lahat nanggagaling yung utos, okay? And then siya din yung nagpauso, okay? Siya din yung nagsabi na we are representatives of God, okay? So we should have the absolute power, okay? Yan. Okay. Hindi pa ako nagla-live everyday, okay? Kasi hindi ko po kaya yon, alright? Hindi ko pa kaya. Kakaumpisa ko pa lang po nung June. Yan. So, hindi ko po kayang gumawa ng everyday. But, kaya, naglalagay pa ako ng free Macboard na daily. Okay? And then, every Wednesday po yung ating free live din sa Janet at saka Prof. Ed. And then, Saturday yung partial free live sa Soksay. Okay? Yan. A, kaso sana 12. Okay, that's okay. Okay? Napadaan lang po ako dito. Manghuhula ako ng sagot. Random live sa FB. Okay, very good. Pero hindi ka po, nagre-review, Sir George. Alright. Stock knowledge. Uy, lumalabas din to. Yan. Lumalabas din to. Si King Louis XIV. Okay, ang birth name niya is Louis Diodon. Okay, hindi ko alam kung paano Diodon. Okay? Okay, Louis the God-given daw yung meaning niya. Was also known as Sun King or Star Crown. Okay, so lumalabas po din to ha. King Louis XIV, whose birth name is Louis Diodon, okay, was also known as Sun King or Star Crown. Okay, so kasi pag may question ako na linalagay, tapos may naalala ko na related doon, linalagay ko na doon para magkaroon tayo ng magandang transition. Okay? So, Sun King or Star Crown. Sun King or Star Crown. Okay? So, nakakabudol, ano? Pero ang sagot natin dyan ay Sun King. Okay? Wala kasi akong maiisip, kaya Star Crown na lang. Kaya nakakabudol din naman kasi yung crown. 'Di ba? Crown represents kasi, ang crown represents king or queen, 'di ba? Yung mga ganun, okay? So it's okay. If nabudol po kayo, okay lang. At least dito kayo nabudol, hindi sa actual. Okay, number 12. The Reign of Terror was led by A. Napoleon, B. Louis XVI na naman, kay C. Robespierre, okay, hindi ko alam kung paano i-pronounce, and D. Hitler. Okay, the Reign of Terror was led by A. Napoleon, B. Louis XVI, C. Robespierre, or D. Hitler. Okay, na-blur, na-blur, na-blur. Okay, okay. Yan. 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 Pasensya, pasensya. Yan. Okay na, okay na po. Okay na po. So, the Reign of Terror was led by... Yan. At may nanalo na. Okay, may sumagot ng Maximilian Robespierre. Okay, bakit ang galing-galing nyo? Okay, lumabo po, sabi niya. Okay lang, basta hindi malabo yung relasyon nyo, 'di ba? Okay, so of course, the answer there is Robespierre. Okay, yan. So, siya daw siya yung head ng Committee of Public Safety. Okay, so maglagay lang ako ng konting kwento doon, okay? Para malay mo is hindi ito yung tatanong, okay? So, yung The Reign of Terror is nung French Revolution, di ba? May French Revolution. Tapos itong si Robespierre, okay? Nagkakaroon siya ng parang paranoia, okay? Yan. So feeling niya is within the inside, okay? The internal is nagkakaroon ng revolution, 'di ba? So sabi niya, ay ito, kahit kakampi niya iniisip niya, ay hindi yan kakampi, ano yan, umi-inside job yan. So ang ginawa niya is pinagpapatay niya yung mga maraming mga kakampi niya. Okay, ganyan. So that is why it's called the Reign of Terror. Okay? So nag-stop lang siya nung na ano tawag doon, napuno na. Okay, napuno na yung maraming tao sa kanya. Yan, so siya na yung pinatay. Okay? So ginilotin siya. Alright, yan. So itong Thermidorian reaction, ito yung time na nag-stop siya. Okay? So nag-revolt yung mga kasama niya, okay, and then pinatay siya. This is called Thermidorian reaction. Okay? And then after that, itinatag yung government na called the directory. Okay, yan. So, linalagay po natin yung mga ganyan, hindi dahil sa gusto kong magkwento, okay, pero malay natin kasi is, maraming mga magkakataon talaga na yung salet is one or two information away sila doon from the question, okay? So, maglagay tayo ng mga ganyan, okay? Yan. Feeling ko hindi ko na i-relive to. I mean, hindi na ako magre-relive kasi pag nawala na tayo, it's okay lang kasi malapit na tayo sa 15 na free, okay? Alright, number 13. The Columbian Exchange refers to A. Slave trade, B. Transfer of goods, people, and diseases, C. Colonial wars, or D. Missionary works. Okay? The Columbian Exchange refers to A. Slave trade, B. Transfer of goods, people, diseases, C. Colonial wars, and D. Missionary work. Okay? Pasensya na hindi ko nababasa yung mga comment nyo minsan ha. I mean yung mga mahahaba. Okay, yan. Thank you. Ma'am, passer nung November 30, isa ako sa watcher ng Free Gen Ed Prof Ed nyo every Wednesday. Oh, thank you. Thank you po, Rus Tabahen. Yan, thank you so much, okay? Maraming salamat po sa pagbalik, just to say that, okay? Yan, maraming salamat. And of course, congratulations po sa inyo. Okay. So, tignan nyo naman kung gaano kahirap yung ating major, di ba? Kung ano yun yung Columbian Exchange, di ba? Di ba? Tapos kanina, Reign of Terror, di ba? Ang dami-dami nating inaaral. Kaya, kapag social science major tayo, tapos pumasa pa din tayo, let's congratulate ourselves. Hindi ko naman sinasabing, ito yung pinakamahirap, di ba? But, definitely, it's one of the most difficult major. Okay? Yan. Feeling ko, papasa ako sa let, pero kinakabahan ako mag-take. That's normal. That's normal po na kinakabahan. Okay? Ibig sabihin, tawag doon, meron kang pangarap. Yan, pag kinakabahan ka. Okay? Hindi ke sera-sera. And the answer there is, of course, yan, most of you, bakit ang gagaling nyo? Alright? Ang sagot niyan ay transfer of goods, people, and diseases. Okay? So, yung Columbian Exchange is in between, okay? Ito yung transfer of goods, people, at saka diseases between yung New World, okay? Lumalabas din to ha. Yung New World is yung Americas, okay? At saka yung Old World is yung Afro-Eurasia, okay? Or Asia. Okay, yan yung Old World. Okay? Number 14, what was the name of our islands as it first appeared on a rare map published in 1554 in Venice by Italian geographer Giovanni Battista Ramusio? Okay, A. Philippines, B. Filipinas, C. Philippine Islands, and D. Philippine Archipelago. Okay. Okay. So, ano yung name, okay, of our islands as it first appeared on a rare map published in 1554 in Venice by Italian geographer Giovanni Battista Ramusio? Okay, so Filipinas. Okay, at nangopya ba kayo? Hindi. Okay, so very good po kayo dyan. Okay, so it is called Filipinas or Filipinas. Okay, so tama po yon, Filipinas or Filipinas. Okay, so itong navigazioni siguro et viagi, okay, or as translated as navigations or and voyages or accounts of travels and explorations. Ito yung collection nung maps na yon. Okay, yan. Okay, so Filipinas. Okay. Ayan. So, ito pa, aralin natin yung different names of the Philippines. Okay? Yan. Kasi, very common to sa social science major. Okay? So, of course, alam natin yung Mai. Okay? Mai. Laging lumalabas to. Okay? Mai. Okay? And of course, obviously, ang nagpangalan dito is yung mga Chinese traders. Okay? Yan. Mai. Okay? Yan. Alright? And lumalabas din to ha, yung Mai is believed to refer to Mindoro only, okay? Not the whole archipelago, okay? Kasi usually ganun naman eh. Ang pinangalanan doon is depende sa kung anong island sila or anong island yung nakita nila, right? Ito namang si Ferdinand Magellan is Islas de San Lazaro, okay? Ang ipinangalan niya, okay? Named after Saint Lazarus kasi nung nag-arrive siya is tumama siya, it coincided with the feast of Saint Lazarus, okay? And then of course, Las Islas Filipinas or Filipinas is si Ruy Lopez de Villalobos, okay? In honor of Philip II of Spain, okay? So pag hindi po kayo naka-enroll sa akin, I recommend na pag binalikan nyo to, kasi ipopost ko naman tong libreng part na to, is yung mga ginagawa kong mga infographics, i-screen capture nyo po, okay? And basahin nyo pag may time kayo, okay? So ito naman, originally, yung Las Islas Filipinas, it's did not pertain to the whole archipelago, okay? Referred only to Leyte and Samar lang daw, okay? And of course, it's Philippine Island, okay, by the United States government, okay? Philippine Island. Yan. Okay. Alright, and our last one. Okay, ito yung last sa ating pa-free. Yan. So, what part of instruction gives due consideration to differences in interest, abilities, and learning needs? Okay. A, remedial. B, experimental. C, adaptive. Or D, experiential. Okay. 15, what part of instruction gives due consideration to differences in interest, abilities, and learning needs? Okay, A, remedial. B, experimental. C, adaptive. And D, experiential. Okay, so before ko i-reveal yung sagot dito, so everyday po, may free Macboard po tayo sa Gurography. Blue App. Okay? Yan. So, pag mag-message lang po kayo sa Gurography Blue App. Ano po yung Blue App? Alam nyo na po yon, yung kabaliktaran po ng BF. Okay, yan. So, mag-send lang po kayo. Yan. Meron din po tayong YT channel. Okay? So, marami na pong videos doon. Yan. So, marami pong, nung November, marami pong nag-message sa akin na marami pong lumabas from the videos doon. Okay? So, I hope you can also subscribe, okay, to also help me. Okay? It will be also a big help if you support me. Okay? So, I can continue this, doing it for free. Okay, yan. And then, of course, pag social science major kayo, you can enroll. Okay, it's just 249. Okay? Yan. So, marami po dito ang nagjo-join is enrolled sa akin. Yan. Okay? So, ano po yung sagot dyan? Ano po yung mga isinagot nyo? C, 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 C. Alright? Yan. Of course. Yes. So, ang sagot niyan ay adaptive. Okay. So, sabi niya, kahit hindi mo alam ito, no? Kahit hindi mo na-encounter to. Sabi niya, differences in interest, abilities, and learning needs. Ibig sabihin, kine-cater mo yon, okay? Or ina-adapt mo, okay, yung instruction mo, yung method mo, depende sa interest, abilities, and learning needs, okay? So, ano yung synonymous doon? Of course, it is adaptive. Okay, yan, it is adaptive. Kaya ang remedial kasi is parang pag may problema, di ba? Yan, magbibigay ka ng remedial. Yan, ganyan. Okay, experiential, of course, ano yung mga, ano ba yung mga keywords doon sa experiential? How do you call that? Hands-on, learning by doing, yan, yung mga ganon, okay? And of course, alam natin yung experimental, di ba? May variables, yan, yung maganda, yung mga ganyan, okay? Gumagawa ka ng experiment. Alright? Okay? So, maraming salamat po sa napakaraming sumama dito sa ating free live for Prophet and for Soksai. So, ang free live ulit natin ay sa Wednesday. Every Wednesday, Prophet or Gen Ed. Pinagpapalit ko. So, this week, it was Gen Ed. So, next week, Prof Ed po tayo. Okay? So, join me ulit on Wednesday. Okay? Yung mga Team Supremo ko dito nasa TikTok, please go to FB na po. Okay? Please go to FB na po. Ayun, sumasagot pa din. Number 16B. Sabi okay, so maraming salamat po. And then, if you want to join, please send a message, okay? And then, sasagutin ko po kayo mamaya, okay? Send a message, diretso na po kayo sa BF na app, okay? Kasi doon po yung link, okay? Huwag nyo na po akong i-message dito sa TikTok. Diretso na po kayo doon sa BF kasi doon po yung ating group chat kung saan ko pinupost yung Macboards, okay? Right, okay. Thank you din po. Okay, bye-bye! Bye-bye!